Show us your love and support by clicking on the subscribe button and bell icon so that you don't miss any of our future videos and updates. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending upon when you're listening to this podcast. This is Kunal Sog and you have tuned into Chai Time Poetry, the second season of our very own poetry podcast, brought to you by FC Poetry Club, URF, Frowning Clowns Poetry Club. This podcast is specially designed to accompany you when you are enjoying your favorite cup of tea or an aromatic cup of coffee. If you like this podcast, please follow us on Instagram at FC Poetry Club and on YouTube at Frowning Clown. Without wasting any more time and before your cup of tea or your cup of coffee gets cold, let's take our first sip of poetry. In today's episode of Chai Time Poetry, I have with me Nupur from Pune, Shrishti from Madhubani, and Dhruv from Ahmedabad. They are here with their amazing poems about stories that we see unfold around us, about questions that one might raise in today's time, and about the wrinkles on our lives. So let's start this beautiful lineup of poems with the very first poem by Dhruv. A poem in which he beautifully captures all the possible wrinkles that we see in our lives. The wrinkle on a piece of paper, the wrinkle on a bedsheet early morning, the wrinkle on our grandmother's or grandfather's face, or the wrinkles on a carpet or a doormat. Trust me, all these wrinkles have a lot of stories to tell. And Dhruv has done a fabulous job of encapsulating all these stories and all these thoughts in this beautiful poem. So let's listen to this poem by Dhruv.
The wrinkles in my life are far too many. Each one I notice spells a peculiar story. The ones on my grandmother's cheeks savor the wisdom I never preached. The ones on my sofa set are wave-like, orchestrating the songs of the sea. The ones on my sweater reminisce the warm squeezy cuddles. They are far too old, but they scent a nostalgic color. Some wear these wrinkles as a symbol of life. Some hide them, denying their shine fleeting by. I don't see them as cutthroat lines, for they are souvenirs of my life. Some creased with pain and some through stretched smiles of the past. But these wrinkles, these wrinkly wrinkles, these wrinkles, they talk, they sing, they speak the stories of my heart.
Well, that's so rightly said. These wrinkly wrinkles, they talk, You just need to look at them and think about them. One day I remember I was just staring at my grandmother's wrinkles. To me, all those wrinkles on her face symbolize all the experiences that she has gone through. Thank you so much, Dhruv, for such a lovely poem. But please tell us what inspired you to write this poem.
The idea for writing a poem on wrinkles was inspired by a poetry prompt. I realized how there was so much to write about something that had been so unnoticed in my life. I quickly started paying attention to every wrinkle that was present around me at that moment, and believe it or not, each one of them had a story behind its creation and its existence as well. And that's what I think is the beauty of writing poetry, since it brings you to the present and adds words to the best of your own thoughts. The rest, as you can see, was inked into this short poem that I wrote.
Oh, yes, I remember speaking with Dhruv about this. He wrote this poem in response to a poetry prompt by FC Poetry Club on Instagram. Thank you so much, Dhruv, for writing this, and I'm super glad that our prompt helped you write something so beautiful. Well, I'm sure now, if anyone ever asks you, what do the wrinkles say? You have an answer to it. Because at the end, every question asked has an answer. Well, this thought about questions and the respective answers remind me of a poem written by Nupur. A poem in which she raises some questions about our life, about this world. Questions that I'm sure you all must have asked at some point or the other. So without wasting any more time, let's hear this amazing poem by Nupur.
Is there a price to be paid for freedom? Does it always have to be high? What's there to lose? What are the stakes? Are they of losing something that was never yours? Or are they of the unclaimed? Or is it both, the unbelonged, unclaimed clutter? Don't you think you lose out on all the precious space inside you? Doesn't it just chain you down? Or is it just because those shackles are made of gold? Or that those shackles along with the golden cage has grown on you? Or is it so obvious that you can't even see it? Could you pay with all that gloriously golden clutter? Or at least with the shed tears, the sleepless nights, and the loop of thoughts? Are you really unaware of the secret cannons pulling you down and exploring inside? Are you willing to overlook all that? Are you really willing to give away your beautiful, beautiful mind for that golden cage? Could I just plead you to give that all up? Do you really think freedom comes without a price?
Well, this poem literally speaks with you. When you hear this poem, it almost feels as if there's someone asking you all these questions. And at many occasions, to be honest, I saw myself answering the questions raised in this poem. These questions definitely made me think a lot about a lot of things happening in my life, you see. It definitely made me think what the price is of freedom and can I even afford it? Well, I'm really curious to know what inspired Nupur to write this poem. So let's go ahead and find that out.
As for the poem with questions, it's a poem with questions, the form which I had in mind over a lot of days. This was written a year back, maybe. And yeah, that was the time where I sort of was in a mode to question everything, as in why is something like that, why is something not like that. And at a point, I wanted answers. I got my answers, but I wanted to write them down in the form of questions. So yeah, it's a rhetorical poem. So you have the answers when you really ask the questions. So yeah, that's what I want in general from life too, that you get the answers immediately after you answer the questions. The question is the answer in itself. So yeah, that's what went through my mind when I wrote this poem.
Well, that's right. Raising a question is very, very important. I really encourage everyone to please revisit this poem by Nupur and then take a pause and maybe answer the questions that she has raised, or just think about the right questions that you need to raise in your life. Thank you so much, Nupur, for this rhetorical yet amazing poem. Your poem is like an eye-opener in many, many ways. Well, if you start asking the right set of questions and if you start looking out for the answers, you will stumble upon so many things that you never knew existed. You might end up discovering a lot of stories that you never saw, but they were always there right in front of your eyes. Today, I have with me Shrishti with an absolutely beautiful poem about stories, about lives that get lost in the hustle and bustle that we are caught into. Her poem makes us realize the importance of just stopping and observing and absorbing everything that's happening around us. So without wasting any more time, let's hear this amazing poem by Shrishti.
आज की रात कहीं न जाना, बस ठहरना, और ठहरना ऐसे कि हमारा यूं ठहरना कवियों की असंख्य कविताओं पर भारी पड़े। आज ठहरना इसलिए क्योंकि कहानियों का मौसम है। कहानियाँ झड़ रही हैं, टूट रही हैं, बिखर रही हैं, बिलख रही हैं। हवा उसे उड़ाए लिए जा रहा है। वो रुकना चाहती हैं, कुछ कहना चाहती हैं, कहीं तो पहुंचना चाहती हैं। वो होने से ज़्यादा कुछ होना चाहती हैं। सिर्फ होना क्या काफ़ी होगा उन कहानियों के लिए जिसे शब्दों की माला से सुसज्जित नहीं किया गया, जिसे रुकने को 2 बीघा ज़मीन नहीं मिली, जो महज एक प्रेमचंद के ना होने से धूमिल हो गई हैं। गहरा सन्नाटा है तो झिंगुर की आवाज़ भी सुनाई दे जाती है। फिर जाने उन कहानियों की कौन सी वाणी है कि उनसे ज़्यादा तेज़ खामोशी कानों के पास भ्रमण करने लगी। अब कानों से सुनने का मौसम भी नहीं है और आँखों को दिखने वाले रंग भी नहीं है। जो है बचा वो है तुम और मैं और हमारा अपंग जीवन। तो हमें तो रुकना होगा कि कहानियों को समेट सकें। उसे अगर शब्द ना मिले तो ज़मीन दे, और अगर ज़मीन ना मिले तो आवाज़ दे, और कुछ ना मिले तो कम से कम राख तो दे सके। इतना तो ज़िंदगी का हक अदा करे। तो चलो आज की रात थोड़ा ठहरे।
I just don't have words to express how I feel after listening to this poem. It's just marvelous. It's amazing the way it's written, and yes, the way you have recited it. आज हमें रुकना होगा, हमारे लिए नहीं पर उन कहानियों के लिए। It's such a beautiful thought, Shrishti. Let's ask Shrishti what inspired her to write this poem. Shrishti, I'm super duper excited to know what was it that really triggered this poem.
मेरा नाम है सृष्टि। मैं कविताएं लिखती हूँ, पर कभी सोच के नहीं लिखती कि इस टॉपिक पे लिखा जाए या उस टॉपिक पे लिखा जाए, बस लिख देती हूँ। तो ये वाली जो कविता है ये मैंने तब लिखी थी जब इस कोरोना के इतने बुरे वक्त में बहुत सारे लोग इधर उधर थे और उनके पास रहने को जगह नहीं थी, खाने को कुछ था नहीं, उनको घर जाना था, तो सब पैदल ही निकल पड़े थे अपने घरों की तरफ। तो ऐसे में अब इतना लंबा रास्ता तय करते करते कितनी कहानियाँ रास्तों में ही छूट गई, कितने लोग मर गए, कितने लोगों की कितनी सारी बुरी बुरी कहानियाँ हमें पढ़ने को मिली। तो बस वही सब दिमाग में था तो मैंने ये कविता लिखी थी।
That's so true. And it's so unfortunate that so many stories don't find a platform, or so many voices don't find their way of reaching more and more number of people. तो चलिए आज थोड़ा ठहरते हैं ताकि हमारे आसपास की सारी कहानियों को हम देख सकें, उन्हें पूरा होते हुए देख सकें या उन्हें आधा बीच में कहीं छूटते हुए देख सकें। उन कहानियों को हम महसूस कर सकें इससे पहले कि वो कहानियां कहीं पीछे, बहुत पीछे छूट जाएं। Well, that's all in today's episode of Chai Time Poetry. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed creating this podcast for you. Let us know if you like us as your Chai Time companion. Hope to see you again next time with some more amazing poetries and with another comforting cup of tea or coffee. But till then, I urge you to please follow us on Instagram at FC Poetry Club and subscribe to our YouTube channel Frowning Clown because it's free of cost. Please do comment and let us know how you like this podcast, and do not forget to like and share it. And until I meet you next time, please keep smiling and let the clown do the frowning. Bye-bye.